Hello everyone, welcome back to another tutorial in Kotlin. So in this tutorial, we're going to learn about the anonymous inner classes. We will see the object keyword, the use of object keyword, and we will see the data classes. So first start with the data classes. So exactly what are data classes? I will explain it with the help of example. Let's make a class person and let's declare primary constructor. Let's say name as string type and int and age as int type. Okay, so now what exactly I wanted, let's first create an object of this one where person, let's say one as person equals person with name, let's say Ashish, and age, let's say 20. Let's make another object of type person only. Name it Leo, age is 22. Okay, so what if I want to compare? Okay, first we don't want to compare, first we want to print. Okay, now what will happen if I do this thing? Let's run the program. So you see it printed the name of the class and the hash code. But if you remember, in Java we used to override a method called toString in our class. So whenever we write object in any in println or system.out println, we get the information of that person. So let's do the same thing. I'm going to override toString and I'm going to return the name and age. Yep. Now let's run it again. So this is the output. Now I got Ashish and age is 20. Okay. Now what if I wanted, okay, let's say println person1 dot equals person2. Of course it will return me false because they are not equal. Okay, here's the output, it's false. But what if I make it equal? Let's do that. Let's run it again. Now you see that the answer is still false. Now why this is happening? Because it is not comparing the values, instead it comparing the hash code and the name of the class. So obviously that is not equal. So what we do in Java, we used to override the equal method. Here you can see that equal method, we need to override this method. But instead of doing that, I'm doing for, let's say I want to make a person 3 as person 2 copy. So you can see I don't have any method like that. So again I need to override that method in the person class. So for everything I need to do in my person class. But Kotlin says, hey, you don't have to do all that thing. You just write data in front of your class and everything is gone. The error are gone. Now let's print person 3. Now let's see the output. So now the output is correct. So Kotlin is that powerful. Kotlin is using Java at the back end, but it's making Java a more better. Now we will see why we use object keywords. So it's very interesting. Let's delete this one. Okay, let's make one more attribute. Let's say room number. Room. Okay, let it be room of int type. Yep. Now what I wanted is I'm having a house and there persons are living, people are living. So every person is unique and is having a name and age and a room number and a unique room number. So I'm having a house. Now what I wanted is that I need to make this house. I want to make object of a house only once, because obviously I got a one house, so there will be only one object. But if we write class, I can make many objects. But if I write object, then this means singleton object. I can only create only one object. Instead, this only means object only. It's a class, but it means the same, that this is an object. It's a referring object. So I'm going to create var persons as person as array list of persons. Okay, I need to do this one. It's person. Yep. Oops. It's person. So this will make sure that I'm only creating a object of house only once. So let's do this thing. I will say house dot person dot add, and I need to add the objects of person. So person, let's say I'm living at the room. Let's say it is 30. I'm living in the room. Let's say 1. Now same thing over here. Let's say Leo is living. Leo is my friend, so he's living beside me. Let's say 25 age. And room number 2. Let's add one more only. Ashish is living room number 3. Okay, now I need to print house. Who is living where? House person dot for each n that are in house. I need to print all those. So print now let's see the output. So here I got the output. So you see that I can make singleton object also. Okay, what if I don't declare this class as data class? Let's run it again. So now it printed the person class and the hash code. So data class override contains all those methods like toString, copy, and many more. So now, okay, that's it with this object keyword. So now we will do anonymous classes. Let me delete this one also. Okay, If you don't know about the anonymous classes, let me give you an example using Java. Let's create a Java, let's say inner class. Okay, I don't like this thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to make an interface. Let's say let's say anonymous, and it got a function called, okay, now I'm writing in Java, so that's the mistake every time when we switch to Java to Kotlin, Kotlin to Java. Let's say display. Okay, now I got a main function, public static void main string argument. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an object of anonymous class. So okay, one as new. Okay, it did the job for me. So this is what we call anonymous class. If I don't want to do like that, so another method can be, if I need to make a class over here, and if I had made a class like something like inner, so I need to implement the anonymous interface, then I have to make object of inner class then. But if I don't want that, simply I can do this. I can create an object of anonymous class, and after that I can just override the methods like this. So let's print, oops, I'm just keep forgetting I'm writing in Java, s out. So if there's a shortcut in Java also, if you write s out, that means system.out.println. So I'm going to write, hey, okay, so let's print this one to display. Now if you want to run the program, so either you can do like this, or just plus control plus shift plus F10. So I'm going to do control shift plus F10. Where is F10? Alright. Okay, here is the output. So what if I wanted this thing to be in Kotlin? So it's very simple. First of all, I need to make a interface. Delete this one. Interface, let's say person, and it's having a function called display, and it will return me void. Okay, that's fine. Go to main. Now what we will write over here is, we will create an object of that person class. Let's say person one as person periods, oops, person equals person, why I'm writing this, person. And if I want to make an anonymous class, so I need to write object over here like this, and like this, and I need to override the function display. Delete this one. Okay, delete this one, and we're going to write println hey everyone, I'm in anonymous class. So let's call this method okay. Everything's fine. Let's run this one. Okay, it is running the previous output only, giving the previous output only. Okay, now there is everything fine. So you see that this is that simple to make a class anonymous in Kotlin. So that's it with this tutorial. If you guys liking and learning from the videos, do share and hit like. Then thanks for watching.